Welcome back to the Curiosity Cave, um, Duke's baseball cards and curiosities. Whoever said retirement was a time to relax? Um, they weren't a sports card collector or a sports memorabilia collector. This past weekend, I had an opportunity to go to three card shows, a couple LCSs, um, storage locker, antique mall, and it was busy. It was a lot of getting around and driving, but it was a really fun time, really great weekend. So we'll start off on Friday. I had a choice to go to the big 300 table show in St. Paul, or check out an LCS I haven't checked out probably for several months. And I knew this LCS had some exhibit cards, so I decided to go check the LCS out. And bingo, I hit really big on that one. Found a few cards that I needed that I've been looking for a long time. We'll start with Joe Beggs. If you look on eBay, the cards are over $100 for them. LCS did me right, kept me under $50 for it. And with the Joe Beggs card, I'm down to three players that I need cards for, and then the rest is all variations. The three players I need: Pete Ward, Bobby Richardson, and Ed Kranepool. Who'd have thunk? But those are some expensive players, and they're all printed 1966. This one was printed just 1 year also. I believe it was 1947 or 48. And another one I picked up. There we go. The 1956 Yankees American League champions team card. I just love these team cards. There's around 20 different ones with variations. I'll have a specific count when I do these on my exhibit card videos that I do. And next one, 1954 New York Giants. So that's Mantle's 56 team and May's 54 team back to back here. And one more, the 1955 New York Yankees. Mickey Mantle, of course. And this card brings me down to, I only need three of the team cards, so I'll have all the versions of all the team cards except the postcard backs that I'm not collecting. And then finally, not something I normally do with exhibits, but this was too good of a deal to pass up. I got myself another Satchel Paige, and this will be going in the binder. I'm not going to send it away to get graded. I'm kind of I don't know, not really excited to get stuff graded anymore unless I'm going to sell it. So the version I have right now is graded, and that will be going into my sale pile to help me pay for my next batch. I'm going down to LCS this week or next week, and I'll have my checklist this time, so I'll be able to pick up some variations. And the final one I got at the LCS, it's a 39 to 46 exhibit. The other ones were 47 through 66. I picked up a Cecil Travis Salutation exhibit. And then I didn't make it to the St. Paul show, so the next day was our annual or monthly Twin Cities Sports Collectors Club show. So I went there. I was going to go there an hour, and then I was going to drive 4 hours up to Fargo because I was going to have a table at that show. I've been doing Fargo for 40 years or so, and I did get another exhibit. Picked up 1930s Paul Wayner, Archie Vaughan. It's the Pittsburgh Pirates 4-in-1 exhibit. And same dealer had this awesome 1971 Harmon Killebrew 500 home run photo, and the photo is stamped by the photographer on the back and also is dated August 10th, 1971. So this is a type 1 photo, and it's a biggie. It's just awesome. But the last item I picked up at the show was 1938 Minneapolis Millers. And if you're familiar with Ted Williams, you know he played on this 38 Minneapolis Miller team. And in this program, they're playing against Louisville. Louisville had a shortstop by the name of Pee Wee Reese. So this is a pretty cool item. And I'll turn the camera around and I'll go through the roster with you. Okay, I have the program opened up now. And if we look, here's the Minneapolis Millers roster lineup. There's Ted Williams batting fourth, his right fielder that day. There's some of the pitchers from the Millers. And if we go up, this is very brittle, that's why I'm doing it this way. There's Pee Wee Reese batting first. Some of the pitchers for Louisville. So I'll turn the camera back around and go over a couple more things. So I got up to Fargo. I was meeting a friend of mine. He wanted me to sell some of his items. He wanted to get a few items out of his storage locker. So we went up there and I grabbed about 40 or 50 Topps Flair Donruss upper deck sets. And and a few other items, some yearbooks, posters. He's got a lot of great stuff. I'm gonna sell them for him on a commission, and so that filled up some more of my van. And then I went down to the antique mall where he has a lot of items for sale. I looked around. I didn't really find anything this time, but I saw a lot of interesting items. And then the next day was the show, and I set up at the show and met a lot of people I've known 40 plus years. Just had a great time. Fargo has some great people. When I used to live there, it was fun times. Brandon Troy, he's a commenter on this channel, and he had a table next to me, and we had a good time talking all day. It was kind of a deja vu. We talk about somebody that we hadn't seen, and all of a sudden they pop up in the crowd, and they're back at the show buying a few things. So it was great to see everybody. And one of my dealer friends that I've known since the very first show I did in Fargo, he's in the process of selling out and getting out of the hobby. I mean, he's been doing shows, antique shows, flea markets, over 40 years, and he was getting down to it. He had his cards half price, 75% off. So I talked to him, and I talked about, maybe loading up his cards, and I'll take him down to my LCS and have them make an offer. And he agreed to that, and I've got a couple boxes of all his cards, 40s, 50s, 60s, all the way up, but mostly 50s, I guess. And been take them over to my LCS, and he's going to go through them and make my buddy an offer, and I hope he does them right. And it's kind of bittersweet. I've known him so long, I probably won't ever see him at a show again, um, just because he's getting up there in age, and I don't do any shows in his hometown, which is 2 hours the other way over in Bismarck. So, it is always part of the show to see him and his wife come in and they always had great items there. So, time keeps going on, and meet new friends here on YouTube. And speaking of that, the Nationals coming up, and the big YouTube get together is going to be at the Embassy Suites. Mike just did a video on it today, so if you're over there, stop by and say hello. If I don't recognize you right away, um, tell me who you are, and um, we can get to know each other in person. That's what's fun about the hobby. Um, you develop such good friendships over the years. And Mike said, anybody that's watching this video, anybody that's um, just pops into the video quick, everybody's invited. Pizza's has a sponsor this year. Um, it's in the Embassy Suite, little stairway behind the check-in, and if you're into adult beverages, you can grab one at the bar around the left corner. It's a great time. I was there in 23, and I hope to see a lot of you there. And till my next video, I hope you all have a great time. Bye.